We'll begin with the 7-line supplication to Padmasambhava. Om Orjanyo Jinu Jamsam Pemage Sardam Pola Yatsen Choginu Drumye Pemajane Jesudra Godu Kandrohuma Gokor Kehi Jesuda Krugi Jinji Lepchishek Susor Guru Pemasi Dihu Om Ahum Benzar Guru Pemasi Hum 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 Om Ahum Benzar Guru Pemasi Hum. May the clarity be revealed by our own attentive awareness. The path clearing and wish fulfilling prayer to Padmasambhava. Dosam Sangye Guru Rinpoche, Nongdro Kunda Dewa Chen Puja Barche Kunsel Dudu Drakotsel Soan Depso Jinji Latu So Chinang Sangwei Barche Jiwadang Sampalunji Drumpa Jinji Lo. Precious guide, one with all the Buddhas of the three times, blissful presence and source of all spiritual accomplishments, fierce destroyer of illusion who dispels every obstruction, we pray to you for blessing, inspiration, and realization. Please remove all outer, inner, and secret obstacles and spontaneously fulfill our aspirations. Our refuge prayer, 3 times in English. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened. Through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom. For the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened. Through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom. For the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened. Through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom. For the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. Recite with me the song of the great yogi Milarepa. My body is the holy mandala itself, wherein resides the Buddhas of all times. With their blessings, I'm freed from all needs and attachments. By day and night, I offer them up. Happy am I to do without material things, knowing that all beings in the 6 realms of samsara are inherently Buddhas, and all the 3 worlds, the self-creating, measureless Trikaya Palace. Whatever I do is the play of the Dharma Dhatu, ultimate reality. Whoever I'm with is the Yidam deity. Wherever I stay is the Buddha's abode. Happy am I to forego outer supports, rituals, and symbols. As we begin our meditation practice this morning, find a posture that is comfortable and supportive to you. You could be sitting, you could be standing, you could be walking, lying down. Wherever you feel the most supported. I prefer an upright posture where I can breathe easily and fully, avoiding sleepiness. So close your eyes if you like, or soften your gaze and lower it. You can begin by taking some full, deep breaths, allowing yourself to arrive on this cushion into your posture. Feeling the floor beneath you. sit with natural body. So take a moment to check in with your physical relative form. Is there any discomfort? Any pain? Can you adjust or soften, relax, release any tension, mental or physical? Natural body means not too tight, not too loose. If you need to move or adjust, move or adjust. Just do so mindfully. Natural breath and energy doesn't necessarily mean that you're taking deep breaths, but you're aware of your patterns of breath, knowing as you breathe in that you are breathing in. As you breathe out, knowing that you're breathing out. Simple awareness, direct observance. Hearing the sounds of your breath, feeling the sensations, movement in your body, a temperature change to the sensation, cool as you're breathing in, warm as you're breathing out. Awakened aware this experience here and now, coming and going with the breath, focusing on your inhalation, relaxing and releasing on your exhalation. Natural heart mind means we're open to whatever this experience is, without labels or judgment. No need to attach, cling, or even resist. The experience is the experience in all its parts. Noisy, restless. All just the experience. Calm, serene, ease. Just the experience, not the destination. Reside in this moment, this never-ending moment. This is it. Nowhere else to go, nothing else to do, nothing to be or become, nothing to fix, fabricate, or manipulate. Finding the ease, find yourself distracted, simply return. Use the awareness of your breath as an anchor. Remember, no judgments, no labels. Padme Hum Mani 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 Padme Mani Padme Padme Mani Padme Mani Padme Mani Padme Mani Padme Padme Mani 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 Padme 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 Mani Padme Mani Padme Mani Padme Padme Mani Padme Mani Padme Mani Padme Padme Mani 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 Padme Om Mani Padme Hum 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 Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum 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 Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum 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 Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum 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 Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum Mani Padme Om Mani Padme By the blessings of the triple gem, may the minds and hearts of all beings be attuned to the sublime Dharma. Bless us to move forward on the path of true understanding. May the way be cleared of all impediments. Bless us that the elusive vision may appear in the light of the transcendent wisdom of Buddha. May unskillful thoughts and actions cease to arise. Bless us with the awakening of true love and compassion. May all beings realize perfect enlightenment. So the jewel is in the lotus. We chant that. Mani Padme Hung. Chant it over and over. For many, it's a solitary practice, a daily practice. Saying the mantra thousands of times. What does it mean? What does it mean that the jewel is in the lotus? What is that jewel? Think about what that means to you. Is it a precious hidden secret? Is it the key to enlightenment or enlightenment itself? For me, it's an understanding of the relative and absolute. We've been talking about relative and absolute or ultimate. Relative meaning our physical forms. This physical body is relative, and the experience is relative. An absolute contains all relative, and I know that can be quite confusing. So I want to talk today about absolute and why it's important for us to understand this absolute and relative existence. First, I'd like to say that these practices are meant to be non-dual, not meaning this and other. Like nothing is dependent on only itself. Everything is interconnected. Absolute in its definition, in this concept, in this teachings. Absolute is that which is unmanifest. Think about what that means for a moment. On the other side, everything that we can see, touch, smell, taste, think, imagine, is all relative. And that relativity, all relativity, arises from the vast emptiness, the luminous void of the absolute. We can look to science to have an example of this, the discovery of the Higgs boson, called the God particle. It's literally empty. yet is the beginning, the nucleus of all relative things. So everything arises out of, from the absolute, and settles back into the absolute. Again, science, the second law of thermodynamics. Everything comes together, comes apart, comes together in another way. Nothing is born or dies in energy. There's no more energy being created. It's all what it is. Vast, luminous, all-encompassing. So if these objects or concepts or thoughts or sensations that appear, we often think they exist on their own, separate, feel separate. Cup feels separate from our hand, separate from the counter that it sits on. Yet it is simply an illusion created from the absolute. I know that's a big thought, but what it does to teach us is that there is nothing separate. Everything is interconnected and interdependent. The idea of dependent arising. One thing depends on another to even arise. Every relative thing is dependent on the absolute to arise. Vast interconnectedness. So what it helps to show us is that all the emotions, the particulates of wanting and needing and craving, like and dislike, are all illusions based on our clinging and our attachment to those things that are relative. It feels real, so I'll hold on to it. Yet we know that everything is impermanent. And impermanent, that it is relative. Relative is impermanent. Absolute is not. Everything arising and settling from the absolute. So the jewel that is in the lotus means to me that the absolute manifests the relative. So therefore, in every bit of relative is the absolute. The jewel in the lotus is the absolute that interconnects all relative things. Ideas, thoughts, emotions, sensations, all interconnected through their source, the absolute. So what it helps us to do is put into perspective our relative experience. When we find ourselves caught in the thralls and the vortices of these emotional experiences, that we can see them for what they are, an experience, an illusion. Just helps us not to be shaken by emotional attachments. See them for what they are. Yes, they exist and they're happening. But as we see them with a clear view, understanding what they are, what is their source, what is their purpose, all the labels. Labels are relative. Labels are not absolute. Like and dislike is only relative. Born from the ego. Remember, the ego's job is to protect the physical form. Keeps us from walking into traffic or off cliffs, or continuing to leave our hand on the hot stove. Instead, the ego motivation motivates the pulling away, protection. Sometimes that means that the ego is telling us stories with the intention of keeping us safe. Safe from all the other relatives. So let's move on with our service. We'll join in a little satsang, a little question and answer discussion, practical discussion of these ideas. Read with me the four dharmas of Gampopa and Longchenpa. Bless and empower us that our minds and hearts turn toward the Dharma. Bless and empower us that our Dharma practice becomes the path. Bless and empower us that that path truly dispels confusion. Bless and empower us that that confusion itself dawns as primordial awareness. The Prayer for 10 Accomplishments by Lama Surya Das. May we realize true sincerity and integrity, inner purity of mind, dispassionate equanimity toward all we see, right understanding of this dreamlike world and the next, loving compassion toward others and the genuine intention to be helpful in alleviating suffering and confusion. May we directly perceive the truths of impermanence, mortality, and interconnectedness. Relinquish wandering thoughts and rampant desires. Accomplish freedom of mind and clarity of spirit. Remember with gratitude those who have gone before and shown the way, and vow to reach together full and complete enlightenment. 3 times in English. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. Body, speech, and mind directed toward awakening and for the benefit of all beings without one single exception.